Hey guys,
Hey
welcome
everybody,
to.
welcome to the Cosmic.
Hey guys,
Hey
welcome to
everybody,
the.
welcome to the
Hey guys,
Amazing
welcome to.
Spider-Man number 23.
Hey guys, welcome to
If
the.
you can believe it,
Hey guys, welcome to the.
Fantastic Four is going to be featured in this issue,
Hey guys, welcome to the.
and it's really exciting.
Hey guys, welcome to the Cosmic Panel. Where today we will be discussing our weekly polls for April 5th. We are now in the month of April, which feels like we've been doing this now for at least over 6 months.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking insane, isn't it? We're already. I know that we're past like episode 25. We're like in the 30s, I think now, which
And
is
we just hit over 50 subscribers.
yeah. Thank you guys. Like seriously,
Yeah.
unironically, thank you.
Thanks for hitting that button.
Yeah, but anyway, let's get right into our polls. What do you have first, Elias?
First up, I have Cosmic Ghost Rider number 2. I really don't know what to expect out of this series. The first issue didn't really do it for me, but I wanted to put it here in hopes that it builds up to something and kind of picks up the pace. There were also 2 stories, which was a little odd, and the second one was almost more interesting than the first.
The second story was significantly more interesting.
Yeah.
I think him confronting his like demons and stuff was like way more interesting than like him just being like a recluse in a bar cleaning other people's spilled drinks.
So I didn't really, get much from that first issue, but hopefully the second one will pick it up a little bit.
Also, can we talk about the fact that there's apparently a space eagle or a space falcon on the cover?
Yeah, Space Falcon.
Space falcon! It's like, bro, like, what is the most random thing that we could have Cosmic Ghost Rider fight? What about a giant falcon that just flies in space?
I don't know where this is going.
Yeah, what the fuck? Anyway, this should be interesting, though.
Yeah.
First up for me is Captain America Sentinel of Liberty. This series has been great. I've been loving it. Last issue, we had a major death. Elias caught up. I held a gun to his head and forced him to caught up.
Amazing series.
Roger died, this mighty destroyer. And it was actually a very sad death. But I love the sequence that happens. I love this dream sequence or telepathic like mind loop sequence where he's like breaking through each thing. Great
paneling, amazing layouts.
The series paneling has been phenomenal. Like you can read the action so easily.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the scene where he like enters into the building and like you see him and I think it's Sharon talking.
They do that a few times when he's leaping around and stuff. They do all sorts of crazy spreads and motion for him moving across the page. Yeah.
But wonderful character. I love that we got MODOK back, like OG original vanilla flavor MODOK.
Yeah.
And I love his joke where he was like, mental organism designed for. Oh, you already know it.
Yeah, you know the rest.
It was just funny, but this is going to be leading right into Cold War, which should be very interesting because I mean, this Captain America story has been really cool. I'm really interested to see the progression of everything, and yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna jump into Cold War because the Symbol of Truth book also just said next issue is that, and they just like finish an arc there.
Well, they're doing an alpha.
Also, yeah, I'm just saying that there's no build up right now. I think both books are just kind of gonna end their arcs, and then it's gonna start.
Yeah, I feel like this arc though is like gonna naturally conclude with them like saving New York, but being on the run.
Yeah,
because they weren't supposed to be in there. Period. I also love the callbacks to the OG invaders, like all these different things. Like this is really a love letter to the OG Cap.
Yeah, no, it's just done very well.
Yeah. Anything that you really loved from this run since you're now caught up?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm a sucker for throwing back to obscure characters, so the inclusion of the Golden Age Destroyer was awesome. That's really that was a highlight for me for sure.
His love story was great too.
Yeah, I mean, amazing. Ultimately crushing that they killed him like that. On the last page too, like it was just so
Yeah.
sudden. But yeah, I'm very excited to read this next issue.
I think it's really funny that we so rarely ever actually see MODOK kill anyone, so that we're actually surprised when he
Yeah,
actually
no,
kills someone,
it's really
even though
shocking.
he's literally designed for that.
Right,
I wish someone would do
but
like
this,
a kill tally for him, and it's just like under like 100. Like he's
yeah,
just a really bad killer.
yeah, because the control form was pretty intimidating,
It was fucking creepy. It was
and then
creepy.
to go into this, it'll be interesting to see how they treat classic Modoc.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think I hate, but I also love his spindly arms and legs
Yeah,
and that control form.
mm-hmm.
It's like, ugh,
Yeah, it's
you're
creepy.
like weird, even weirder than normal.
Yep.
Go back to being just a giant head, please.
Next up for me, this is something a little different. Um, I have Planet of the Apes #1. This is interesting. I haven't seen the final cover on this,
Whoa.
but it's they have a first of all they have a 20th Century Studios banner, which is interesting.
Yeah, that is strange. What?
And secondly, I have seen this in previews, but interested. I'm very interested to see the fact that there's an AIM soldier or whatever on the cover of this.
Is that a name
Um,
soldier? Are we sure? It just says peacekeeper.
it looks like it to me. I mean, it's yellow with the see-through visor,
I mean,
but
yeah, I guess we'll
I
see.
think they're making a point of trying to bring it into the main Marvel universe, which is interesting. Um, this is one of my favorite classic films. This is also one of my dad's favorite classic films. He got me into Planet. So this is going to be very interesting to see how they treat this as a book. David F. Walker is writing this. He's a very skilled writer, so this is going to be very interesting to see.
But I don't think this is in the Marvel timeline actually, because they say that this is taking place in the same timeline in the summary.
As the original movie, you mean?
Yeah, as the original movie. So this is new era of apes kick off with de-evolution. The ALZ-113 virus has rampaged across planet Earth, and
Hmm.
humanity is crumbling. So I actually don't think this is gonna
Oh,
be.
so maybe this is like a prequel?
Yeah, I think this is probably gonna be like one of those prequel books about like the early days before they fully took over.
Okay.
But I
I'm down for
wonder
that.
with this 20th Century Studios logo, this opens up a lot of possibilities. Alien, Predator, all these different series that have been getting series. Are they going to transfer under that banner? Like that's my main question.
Yeah, this is very odd that they gave this banner to them, especially because it's, you know, Disney owns everything. They don't really have to do that
Yeah.
if they didn't want to.
But also another question is, does that mean that this story will be allowed to be darker? Because Marvel
Mm,
does have a tendency to not really always commit to being dark.
yeah.
Um,
But usually when it's like another property, like, like Alien and Predator, that can go pretty heavy.
exactly.
So yeah, hopefully that will be the case for this too.
Anyway, next up for me is Nightclub #4. This is a newer series. I haven't really talked about it, but it's actually really cool. There's these three characters. They become vampires, and they've been having a lot of fun recently. They wear these like luchador masks to walk during the day and everything without burning their skin. And they kind of play it fast and loose with like certain vampire powers. Like they're not able to enter into places unless they're invited in. They
Classic.
but like they can wear like as long as they're wearing clothing, they're able to be outside during the day.
Okay.
They have super strength. They can turn into bats, and it rematerializes them. And they're pretending to be superheroes basically, and it's pretty cool because it's like three characters that are fun, like very interesting. And now we're gonna see them fighting against the evil vampire biker gang, which sounds wild, and it kind of is. But yeah, no, I'm really excited. This has been really fun, and Mark Millar has been killing it on this.
Cool. So next up for me, I got Venom #18. After the little, hiccup that I will call the dark web tie-in, we're finally back to the important, grand scape of things that Al Ewing has begun to lay out. really happy to also have Cafu on the interiors on this book. He was the first artist on Christopher Cantwell's Iron Man book. Really clean art, and I really like it for Venom.
Wish the covers would change.
Wish the covers were not all done by fucking the same person.
Yeah, let's bring up
Hitch.
our discern
Venom looming at the cover or at the reader in every cover, and this with the same musculature and same expression is getting real old.
Yeah, seriously. It really got pointed out during Dark Web.
Yeah,
I think that was when it was finally really clicking that like it's just the same fucking poses over and over again. And it's getting really annoying to the point where like 21, 22, and 23 literally look like the same. 22
yeah.
and 21, I literally can't tell a difference other than background. What?
This is very odd, especially because it looks like there's a new arc starting for this issue. Why don't we get a different cover artist? Again, I really love Cafu on the interiors. I hope that they keep him on the interiors. I can only hope.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyway, this is a great kind of re-entry into the massive Venom lore that Ewing is trying to set up.
Yeah, and I kind of like that Limbo is kind of acting as a way for Eddie to stay Eddie and become like either the sixth version or whatever that he's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I love that twist of Eddie basically separating because of Limbo's weird time shenanigans.
Yeah.
And it kind of leads to like, oh, now we can have Bedlam, but also have actual Eddie back.
Right.
Without being like dragged along with the Bedlam story.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sick.
Yeah. So it's going to be, I hope we get a lot of exposition from the disembodied hand that we saw at the end of the last issue. And yeah, excited to read this one.
Yeah, no, it should be fun. Next up for me is Love Everlasting. Last issue had a huge reveal.
I caught up on this as well.
Oh, you caught up on this?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so what'd you think of the series?
I think I'm getting a little impatient by issue 4 and 5.
Fair.
I really enjoy this concept, though. It's really great setups and, just very, like, psychological, just fucking with you the whole time.
Making you think you're going crazy when, like, certain characters get called another character, or, like, you're like, what the fuck is happening? And I love the little, like, wall break moments where she's like, shut the fuck up. Like, I need to kill this person. Leave me the fuck alone now. Oh my god, it's so creepy.
Those shifts are really cool when she gets all serious. When Joan gets all serious. But I think because the first issue already feels pretty mentally fucky, that I think by 4 and 5, I kind of wanted a little bit more information.
Fair. I feel like 5 could have been placed at 4.
Yeah, basically.
I feel like that would have been a good time. I do like 4, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think 4 is probably my single favorite like solo issue. I think. Like the story within itself.
Yeah.
Because I really like that story. Because it's a different romantic story than the previous ones had been, but I feel like 3 could have been taken out. I feel like 3 was really repetitive. But I love the her talking to the therapist and being like, what the fuck is happening? And her like just saying these stuff and like us not understanding, no one understanding. But like it's being revealed that she's being like trapped in this until she conforms.
Right.
And I kind of feel like this is a story about a lesbian woman. I think that I think this is a story about a lesbian woman being forced to conform to heterosexuality, and I think that's really interesting. I think she's like maybe being put in a VR world and having to relive until she chooses the man, quote unquote.
Right.
But she keeps fighting against it, and I think
that's
this is
one
like
possibility.
Sure.
I think I was thinking either like that or, like I could see that happening, but I just more so think it's just a big commentary on like, a woman's conventional role in society and like how men see it and kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just could be a commentary on that too. But yeah, I hope 6 has some answers for us.
Yeah, and I mean, apparently, in the summary, it says that Jo now understands the horror of her trap. Every time she falls in love, she disappears into another love story and starts again. Um, so now we're going to be starting with her at least knowing that, and from there on, I also love the art. It gives me such a '50s vibe in like the
Yes,
best way.
the art is very good. That is to be said. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm really excited to see. This one is called Too Hip for Love,
Okay.
so it's probably going to be. I'm thinking in the '60s disco era.
Next up for me, Scarlet Witch #4. This has been a really good run so far. Um, very, very thrilled to have Sarah Pichelli back on a consistent, ongoing book, and I think she really suits Scarlet Witch very well. Each issue, sort of so far, has just been kind of like a standalone adventure. Um, but I think we're gonna finally get the reveal of what Darcy's hiding in this issue, and kind of launch ourselves into a bigger arc. So I'm very excited to see what Steve Orlando has planned for this arc.
Yeah, we're going to be learning more about Scythia, leader of the Bacchae. I'm pretty sure that's a Greek mythology thing.
Yeah.
Um, I remember from Percy Jackson era that was a thing in Battle of Labyrinth.
Mm-hmm.
So does this mean that Darcy's related to Greek mythology in some way? It should be interesting.
Yeah.
And I mean, this cover looks sick. This cover goes hard.
Yeah. The covers have been great. A lot of variants on this one too.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, but yeah, no. There's a Magneto variant, which is pretty cool, from Ross. Next up for me is I Hate This Place, #7. This series has been pretty fun. This is a series I haven't talked about at all, because I've kind of just been reading it on the side, and they finally just came back after a little bit of a hiatus. Basically, it's about these two lesbian women that inherit this farm, but this farm has a curse. Every night, spirits come out and berate the people that own the place.
Okay.
And the last family members that owned it killed themselves because they couldn't take it anymore. So now she's being forced to take care of the place, and they can't leave. Like literally, the curse does not let them escape the place. The spirits will follow them.
Damn.
But the only place protected from the spirits is the house, so they have to stay in the house or they're gonna get ripped apart. So, and now we just learned a lot more about the character Trudy, who basically we learned that her father's a religious cult leader that wants her to be heterosexual and is willing to kill to get what he wants. So it's been pretty interesting. And he just saw the spirits and he was like, "Oh, God is showing himself upon me," and I'm like, "Please, let them just bite into your fucking neck, you Nimrod."
Yeah.
But yeah, they really do a good job of making you hate this character.
Yeah.
What's last for you?
So my final pick for this week is Immoral X-Men #3. Hopefully this week in the shop we will also see reprints of #1. That's right, they're getting a second printing of #1 of Immoral. So that's good because a lot of people have been asking about it.
Yeah, a lot.
And haven't been able to get their hands on it. So, yeah. This is the final issue of one of the 3 Sins of Sinister minis. We're getting our first jump to 1,000 years in the Sinister universe. So this is going to be crazy. I have no idea what to expect. Sort of the joke at the end of 2, when Sinister took off with what the hell was her name?
Rasputin 5.
Rasputin, yeah. He joked about their quest that they were going on. He's like, shouldn't be any more than 100 years. So I'm assuming the joke is that they're still going to not have accomplished their goal, and it's going to be 1,000 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super hyped to see what happens here, and if Exodus is going to kind of get on their tail, because we know how this story ends, and the Omega will be coming sooner than later.
But yeah, no, I love Exodus. Exodus with Sinister DNA is fucking psycho.
Yeah, terrifying.
But I love how he killed Hope. I
Yeah.
actually love how he killed Hope. He was just like, yeah, fuck you. Religion's better when the person isn't right there.
Yep.
But yeah, no, sick, and I'm excited to see what happens, and hopefully they're able to take out what's his name? I always forget his name now.
Orbis Stellaris.
Orbis Stellaris. Man, I'm
Yeah.
always gonna forget his name.
Yeah. This is also just a silly side note, but all the covers to the Sins of Sinister books have been indicative of what's inside the books. And I just want to praise it for that, because books are never that anymore. Like, it's
Yeah,
always some ridiculous, just kind of clickbaity kind of thing, maybe, and usually has nothing to do with what's inside. But, like, each issue has been exactly that. Like, in the first issue, we saw Emma fucking, put a leash on Sinister's neck.
literally.
On the second issue, we saw Rasputin just killing all the Mystique, chimeras, so shit like that. So obviously Exodus is going to be involved in this issue, and I'm very excited to see how.
Yeah, no, I mean, lesson: make your covers actually be what the story's about.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
My final pick is The Flash 796. This is the finale of the 1 Minute War. It has been fun.
Yay.
It has been really, really cool. This has been a sick mini event. I'm really excited to see where this goes. We
Mm-hmm.
know that Wally and Barry are alive. They're doing well, but we're having at episode 800. We're seeing Jeremy Adams leave the Flash to then do Green Lantern. So yeah, no, 800 issues of the Flash, but it's gonna be a celebration of Wally West,
Okay.
which should be really fun. But yeah, like this, I love Jeremy Adams writing. He writes the Flash family so well, and it's kind of a shame that it's ending. I feel personally too soon, but hopefully the next Flash writer is just as good, because this mini event has been everything I could have wanted. It's time with the Flash family, funny antics, unique ideas. Like they made a fucking car that moves at the Speed Force.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like it's just weird fun, and Impulse and Wallace West, the new 52 Wally. Everyone just calls him Wallace to differentiate the two.
Mm-hmm.
Um, him and Impulse have like a rivalry because they were both Kid Flashes, so they're like, I'm Kid Flash. No, I'm Kid Flash.
Right.
I'm the better one. It's just really funny.
Seems like the right atmosphere for a Flash book. So it's too bad that he's done.
Yeah. But yeah, it should be fun. Anyway, this has been the weekly poll, April 5th. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe, support your local comic shop, and read comics. See you guys next time.